Good morning and welcome to the quarterfinals of the Hero IWL. After all the hustle and tussle over the last few weeks, we are here with our top 8, and two of them, Sports Odisha and Eastern Sporting Union, are ready for face-off in quarterfinal number 2, live from the Shahibag Stadium, Ahmedabad. It is a big clash which awaits both teams quite neck to neck, even though in different groups. Here's the lineup for Sports Odisha, a 4-3-3. Mamta Patwa, the captain of the side. Rekha Paudel with 4 goals to the name, the highest scorer for Sports Odisha. Anju and Manisha, these three making the front three for Sports Odisha. We'll also have a look at the substitutes bench. Spandita Dasha in goal for Sports Odisha has a job in hand to do. Manisha, Ankita Singh, Sangeeta Das, all of them in the bench will be looking to impress in the quarterfinals. This is the game when the need to step up, and head coach Paromita Sid is ready for the occasion. Eastern Sporting Union go with a 4-4-2. Pantoi Chanu on goal, the captain of the team. Parmeshwari Devi, she's got a few goals to her name as well. Traditional formation from them. Margaret Devi and Salam Rinaroy Devi on the flanks for Eastern Sporting Union. The front two, of course, familiar names, Kipken and Kamala Devi. 4 goals combined between these two, and they'll have the responsibility to score some more. Almost equal number of goals scored by both these teams, Sports Odisha and Eastern Sporting Union. The substitute bench for Eastern Sporting Union. Linda Chanu, some big names there. Gitanjali Chanu and Anjali Devi. A few of them have got their names on the score sheet as well. Head coach Ronibala Chanu has her tactics sorted out for the day, and we'll see how it shapes up. They know the taste of title, Eastern Sporting Union. They've been the champions in the first edition of the tournament. Sports Odisha were in Group A and Eastern Sporting Union in Group B. A clash which will be very interesting, even though their finishing positions in their respective groups was different. Sports Odisha were second with 13 points, but surprisingly, even after being 4th in Group B, Eastern Sporting Union have 2 points more than their rivals, 15 points in the bag after 7 matches. 5 wins for Eastern Sporting Union, 4 for Sports Odisha. On the other hand, it was a tough qualification battle there in Group B as well. Not much points separating the top 4 teams. And Sports Odisha, they finished just above EB with just the equal number of points. East Bengal, of course, faced Setu later in the day in the quarterfinals at 5 p.m. Talking about the number of goals scored, Sports Odisha have scored 11 so far, while Eastern Sporting Union with 12 goals in total, and not too much of a difference between the two teams in terms of statistics. But the good news for Eastern Sporting Union is that they have quite a number of goal scorers in their squad. Eight different goal scorers for the team from Manipur. And Sports Odisha, they finished 4th in the previous edition of the Hero IWL, and here they have a chance to once again make their way through to the top 4. Well, Odisha football has seen a spike lately, and Manipur has been a talent hub for Indian football, as we all know. An interesting battle awaits as we are minutes away from kickoff. Well, even Sports Odisha have a few goal scorers. Rekha Paudel, the one who scores their most, is from Nepal. No surprises on that. And the match officials for the day, referee Rachana Hasmukh Kamini, along with assistant referees Uvena Fernandez, Sujata Palit, and fourth official Snigdha Mondal. Well, it is the road to the semi-finals, and hence both teams will be ready to bring out their best. And given what we have seen in the group stages from these two teams, we can expect a neck-to-neck battle here, and not something which is a very one-sided affair, which you have seen in a few games in the group stages, especially in Group A. The two captains here for the toss, Mamta Patra for Sports Odisha and Prameshwari Devi for Eastern Sporting Union. Motivated faces and some big names as well in Eastern Sporting Union, represented the Blue Tigresses. Well, that has been the difference in many teams who have got the Indian internationals. They've slightly got the edge, but somewhat every player out here have a point to prove, and they have a chance to get their call up to the Indian national team sooner or later, depending on how they perform, and they need to catch eyes, and they're ready to do so. There's the head coach of Sports Odisha, Paramita Seth. She has done well so far with the team, and not an easy campaign, just 2 losses. And same is the story for Eastern Sporting Union in Group B. They've also got 2 losses, even though they have 5 wins. Well, 3 more matches from now to the title. And the head coach of Eastern Sporting Union, Ranibala Chanu, she knows that the target is not far away, but the road is difficult. Sports Odisha had a top 4 finish last season, while Eastern Sporting Union are the inaugural champions of the Hero IWL, and both of them here have 90 more minutes to write their fate towards another successful season. And we are underway with the game. Sports Odisha in blue, attacking from left to right in the first 45. Straight away trying to build up an attack there, Sports Odisha. Myself, Vashva Ghosh, will be assisting you for the rest of the game and hoping for end-to-end stuff here. Early morning clashes are always exciting to watch. Fresh energies running through the pitch. Prameshwari Devi controlling the ball in midfield. She's looking for the link up there. Just not working out on that occasion. Just the first minute of the game. Awkward clearance that, and a throw in for Sports Odisha. These are few little things which teams need to keep in mind, especially in big games. There's no margin for error, and this seems to be a corner. It is the first of many to come. Sports Odisha have got the first corner of the game, and it'll be Anju from the set piece. A right-footed delivery. Anju herself has got 2 goals here. The first corner of the game then for Sports Odisha. The header is off target though. Well, the bright part, they found the target, and the bad part, she didn't hit the target. But just an early glimpse of what is about to come from Sports Odisha. Anita Devi. Once again, a miss pass. Very uncharacteristic of her game. Her defensive duties are important. Sports Odisha have conceded 13 in the 7 games that they've played. Eastern Sporting Union comparatively a few less goals, 10 goals conceded. But that's more than a goal per game as well. From the left there, Eastern Sporting Union appealing for a handball, and nothing in that. A throw in for Eastern Sporting Union. And down the line, it's Kipken. Well, she's the highest goal scorer for Eastern Sporting Union, Kipken. 3 goals to her name. Even though it's quite well distributed in terms of goal scoring. 2 goals each for Prameshwari Devi and Reena Roy Devi as well. So the right hand side pretty active. Laid off Sports Odisha, trying to build up. Sharp little turn there from Manisha Naik. It didn't work out this time. The trio up front for Sports Odisha: Rekha Porel, Manisha Naik and Anju. They are the key to their success so far. 8 goals between these 3. Moving forward with the throw-in. Sloppy. A few moments so far. Still early days in the game. 5 minutes running. Hopefully they'll get sharper with those touches and passes once the game progresses. Otherwise it's going to be quite a cagey encounter. Given away. That's a cheap one. Chipped forward. And now a chance there. And well defended. Still danger on though. And cleared her lines. Nirmala Devi. Well, it was Poonam defending her lines there. Poonam again for the 3rd time now in the last few minutes. Forced to clear her lines. Anju's forward pass. Here's Rekha. That's a wonderful through ball towards Manisha. And a good decision by the goalkeeper. Had to be there in time and get the ball. Otherwise it could have been a sending off as well. Free kick in the center of the park. We'll have a look at that again though. This is the foul by Prameshwari Devi. Not quite intentional, but enough to stop the attacker. Sumitra Hembram was there, and now Ritu Devi. A wasteful pass. The combination has been missing at the moment. Quite a clumsy starter. Another good looking passer trying to find Rekha Porel. There's something about these Nepal international strikers. That sudden burst of pace we've seen. The top goal scorer of the tournament, Sabitra Bhandari. Manda. And now from the right channel, trying to run down the flanks. Not quite finding it, nothing working at the moment, but Rekha just might steal the show here. Sumitra trying to find options, finds Sanfeda, and now from the left flank, the flag is up for offside. That's a good spot, it was well offside, and might have been a bit strategical from Eastern Sporting Union, just making sure the line is high. Two of the players standing in an offside position. Sports Odisha have possession back. Ritu Devi with the throw. Trying to operate down the left channel there. Manisha Naik. Can she deliver the perfect cross in the box? It is a shot towards goal and collected by Ilangbam Chanu. She has also been with the Blue Tigress. Look at that. It was Rekha Paudel who went for the shot directly. There might be another opportunity. Anju is onside, but didn't get to the ball in time. Not enough pace. Shahina clears her lines for the time being. Sports Odisha have had the better attacks so far, even though not too many open chances. Apart from that one-on-one with the keeper. Play on, sees the ref, and not too much in that. Once again, another great through ball. A one-on-one with the centre back, and is that a foul? Well, that might very well be a card. Rekha Paudel's pace troubling the defence of Eastern Sporting Union. It was a good pass and a good run. Wasn't too much in that, but enough to stop that run. And a yellow card to Shahina. And there's the confirmation. Shahina picks up the first yellow of the game. But more importantly for Sports Odisha, they have a free kick in a dangerous position. Will it be a direct shot on goal? Quite a shooting range. Well, not really from this angle. Seems pretty far out. But there's numbers waiting in the box, just at the edge of the box, ready to make their run inside and try and find the early breakthrough. Ilangbam Chanu making sure her wall is rightly positioned. Sometimes that is not enough too, but the least protection she can get from the wall, she'll want it to be perfect. No risks to be taken. Anju on the set piece for Sports Odisha. The first real threat from the free kick. Anju goes for goal and just off target there. It didn't have enough power on that too. Tried to find the curler. Kind of half a thought in her mind where she wanted to go for the cross. It looked like that at least. Another long ball played out by Eastern Sporting Union, which will run out of play for a throw-in. They have been giving away easy possessions to Sports Odisha. One thing they cannot afford to do, especially for long. because they might be punished anytime soon. Skips past one challenge and then stopped there by the solid defense of Sports Odisha. And once again that long ball forward. Throw in. Margaret Devi to Manda. Manda with the throw. Once again a bit casual there. Slightly unfamiliar from what we have seen so far from Eastern Sporting Union. Just not in their touch and shape right now. And they'll be hoping to find that touch back as quick as possible before Sports Odisha score one or two out here. They have been creating a few chances now and have grown into the game. Now a chance for Eastern Sporting Union. Switched to the right. Reena Roy. Controlled and passed back. Another lobbed forward pass. Will win a corner. Kipken intelligently applying some pressure on the centre back. And finally a bit of relief as they'll have the first corner, their first corner of the game. Of course, Sports Odisha have had one already. Test then for Spandita Das. Nirmala Devi to deliver. In the danger zone and held out safely. Manda. She's been sharp so far, but individual performances rarely win you matches in football. Of course, individual brilliance can, but not when the team is supporting you. You need the support and supply from the team. Another corner for Eastern Sporting Union. This will build some pressure on the Sports Odisha defense. Margaret Devi this time will be in swinging delivery. Two target players right in the center. Misses everyone, and now the shot across the face of goal. And that might be offside, not really. Another chance, Kamala Devi taking it to her right and cleared away. Closely watched by. Sharp from Rekha. Still controls it, but the counter opportunity will be gone. That's a risky back pass, and now it might be danger. Well done by Elangbam Chanu, once again solid and strong, confidently towards the ball. But Anju has stayed down. She'll require some attention from the physio. But once again risky, very, very risky from the centre back, Anita. Strong from Elangbam Chanu. She has done a job for the second time now. A one-on-one occasion. Anju getting some treatment. Hopefully will be all right to carry on. A strong clash though. Had to go for it. A 50-50 ball there. But question marks on that piece of defending from Anita Devi. Anju was almost onto that. Elangbam Chanu just making sure she wanted it more. second time now in a one-on-one situation. And the play will restart with the drop of the ball. And they'll be thankful they did not concede, Eastern Sporting Union. 15 minutes of the game done, it's still 0-0. Rekha Paudel might just change the scoreline. Well, maybe it's time that Prameshwari Devi and Mandakini Devi combine and move up for more than sitting back and defending. But the risk hangs because Sports Odisha are trying to create chances, and that is why they are somewhat forced to stay back. Understandable with a 4-4-2. That's a great ball forward. Might be a chance. Open on goal. Takes a touch and straight to the hands of Vilangbam Chanu. Right positioning, but could have been better from Sumitra Hembram. A great pass from Ritu Devi. Sumitra Hembram, a great piece of work on the first attempt to beat the defender, and then the entire far post open. But Vilangbam Chanu made the angle narrow and collects it to make yet another save. Rescuing Eastern Sports Union alone-handedly. Spandita Das. Well, Sports Odisha will have a different headache in their mind of not being able to score even after creating the chances. Eastern Sporting Union, as soon as they can cover up the mistakes and move to attack and create something, they'll be happy with this. Manda with the pass, intercepted. Will be a foul and a free kick for Manisha Naik and Sports Odisha. Floated long. Rekha's first touch. Laid off for Manisha. Cross delivered. And now a shot. That's a lucky escape. Tell you what, Vilangbam Chanu, I'm not sure if she knew where it was going. Had to track back quickly. After this punch, look at that. Prameshwari Devi heading it out, and Vilangbam Chanu just waiting. Clever from the attacker, could have creeped in that near post. Once again, Manisha, the left channel has been pretty active. Powerful clearance. Ritu Devi, Sports Odisha increasing their intensity in attack. Once again, confusion, and it'll be a goal kick eventually. Vilangbam Chanu is not at all happy with her defense. Yet again, called to rescue her team. It's almost a rescue operation going on from Vilangbam Chanu. I wonder how long can she resist this pressure. Absolutely nothing from the defense of Eastern Sporting Union to help their keeper. Another giveaway. Safely collected. Manda kept it in, and quite well done, but great defending by Mamta Patra. The whistle is gone. Wonder if that's a free kick. Surely she has picked up a knock, but not sure if that was enough to be given as a free kick. clean challenge. Just got her feet stuck. Moirangtham Mandakini Devi. She has got a goal to her name as well. Have been the best performer so far on pitch for Eastern Sporting Union. But they need a team effort, they need the team to step up. There's the replay of the challenge. Cleanly wins the ball, but the feet, that right foot got tangled. There's a heavy strapping on that right knee, as you can see. Hopefully she'll be able to carry on. Mandakini Devi still down on the ground though. And play restarts. Mamta Bhatt, the captain of Sports Odisha. And it seems like Manda cannot continue. And that'll be a big blow for Eastern Sporting Union. When the only bright spot in your team in this game so far has to go off forced. Headed down. Not really controlled there. Kamala Devi falling a bit lonely. And there you can see on the far side a change getting ready. It is Kim, if not mistaken. Free kick for Sports Odisha. Rekha's header. Anju is there in the box. Langbam Chanu. Right decision making and shows why she wears the blues of India. Time and again with the right decisions and positioning, she has saved her team so far. 25 minutes into the game. Battle for possession there. Another forward passer. Rekha has the pace. Langbam Chanu has the intelligence to deal with that. Oh, well controlled by Mamta Patra. Better passing now. Poonam with the forward pass towards Nongram. The second touch was a bit heavy. Sanfida Nongram, and here's the change then. It's Kim who comes on to replace Mandakini Devi, who cannot continue injured. Well, that's a shame, and a big blow to Eastern Sporting Union, and they now need new motivation on pitch. Can the substitute do so? Mamta Patra with the throw in. Moving in attack here, Sports Odisha yet again, but Prameshri Devi to the rescue. Well, even though Sports Odisha have been dominating attack, but no goals so far, and somewhat expected if you look at the score line. That's what we were hoping when we saw the stats before the game. Almost equal. Free kick, and that's a good decision from the ref. Could have let that go, but it was indeed a foul and rightly called back. Lucky to not get a yellow for that. Almost a stamp with the right. Two Poonams in the Sports Odisha side. One with the number 4 on a shirt and one with 17. A physical battle in the midfield going on as well. No foul this time. Better from Eastern Sporting Union. Wins a throw-in. Margaret Devi. Achobi with the throw. She has been decent enough on that left back position. And that'll be the cooling break near the 29th minute marker. And we'll have a look at the chances and moments of the game so far. And maybe the cooling break can give Eastern Sporting Union back some motivation into the game. And they've been totally off their natural game. Nothing going right so far. And here's the chances. This was Rekha Paudel with the direct shot from that angle. Right in position, Langbam Chanu. And then this long ball forward towards Sumitra Hemram. A brilliant bit of work on that occasion to beat the defender. And then probably should have gone for that far side, but very narrow an angle. Shot down by Langbam Chanu. Well, the group stage matches has been interesting for both these teams. A heavy suffering for Sports Odisha. There were 8-1 loss against Kokulam Kerala. Apart from that, they haven't conceded too many in the rest of the games. 3-2 versus Hops. A 3-0 win versus Kahani. 1-0 versus Mata Rukmani. They lost 2-1 against the Mumbai Knights. They had a big win against East Bengal by a 2-1 margin, but they had to wait for the final day. It was an important draw against Misaka United in the final game of the group stage in Group A for Sports Odisha. That's what helped them through. And on the other hand, in Group B, it was tight. They were the 4th team, Eastern Sporting Union, even though just separated by 1 point from the 2nd and 3rd teams. The inaugural winners of the Hero IWL, now quite far from it, but this time they're in the quarterfinals. Started their campaign with a 1-0 win versus Kickstart, and then a 3-0 win versus Celtic Queens. No draws, 2 losses back to back coming from Setu and Odisha. 4-0 and 3-0 against Odisha and Setu respectively. And the rest of the 3 matches, they got all wins in that. The biggest being 4-1 against Churchill, a 1-0 against CRPF, and in the final game of the group stage, it was a 3-2 versus Lord's FA. But there's one notable point in Eastern Sporting Union's performance. In all the matches that they have scored so far, they haven't lost or drawn a single game. They went on to win all those matches, and the only 2 games they lost, they haven't managed to find the back of the net. So the quicker they find a goal, the better for them, Eastern Sporting Union. That's been the highlight for this team. And underway after the cooling break. Will things change a bit for the team in white? Or will Sports Odisha finally improve their finishing and make the scoreline 1-0 in their favour? A few more minutes then before half time. A good few more minutes. Choba with the throw. Launched forward, always the target. Rekha, she'll get onto that one. Almost though. There's still a chance for Sports Odisha. Good defending in that occasion by Anita Devi first, and then the rest of the defense coming together to help stop that attack. Nirmala Devi to take the throw in, rising up the flank. Good little turn there, and wins another corner. Is this the moment they were looking for? It's a throw in rather. It seemed like it went for a corner, but Nirmala Devi yet again, she has got a goal as well. 8 different scorers, as we say. That's a lucky fall. Poked away. Rekha Paudel always there in that striking area. The furthest forward for Sports Odisha. Stolen back. A feeling for offside. And that's what has been a bit strategical for the second time now. Caught offside. Manisha Naik. They just make sure that line is a bit high. If we have an angle to that one. Here you see all the defenders just stepped up towards that center line. Manisha Naik was offside there. And this time, no questions about that. It'll be a corner kick for Eastern Sporting Union. A bit too far for anyone to attack then. And a wasted corner kick. Achoba racing back because she knows the danger of that front three we have been talking about time and again. And there's the replay. Away from everyone and just swinging outside in the last moment. Prameshwari Devi. Possession, changing feet. A bit of aerial time. And no foul given, finally given. It was play on initially. And the captain is down for Sports Odisha. Well, will we see a goal before half time? That's risky. That could have been a card as well. Wouldn't be surprised if it's given. But that's good work from Mamta Patra to just speed past the opponent. Not really intentional, but of course a dangerous foul. Very quick to get past and defend Mamta Patra. Anju from the right hand side finds a pass almost there for Sanfida Nongram. Anju once again on the ball, and that's a giveaway. Switch of flanks there for Rina Roy Devi. It doesn't work. And now Manisha Naik. wins a throw-in. It's been a very cagey encounter so far in the 37 minutes played. Wonder if a goal has to come, what or who will be the source of it. The most likely, surely to be Rekha Paudel. That's a giveaway from Ishri Devi, suddenly accelerating and finds a pass through. Great interception still with ESU. That'll be a missed pass from Ishri Devi. She'll not be happy with that pass. Should have been lobbed forward over the defender's head is what she's pointing at. And now Sports Orisha's turn. Free space for Sanfida Nongram. Good defending by Shahina. Floated in the box, a slip there from Rekha. Trying to get a bit in control there, Eastern Sporting Union. Mamta Patra, heavy challenge there on Sumitra. 3 defenders onto her. She's still trying to battle her way past. And no way through though. Mamta Patra trying to keep it in play. Poonam past the first challenge and Rekha needs to accelerate. Confusion again with the defense. And they need to communicate better. Langbam Chanu and the centre backs, Anita Devi and Shahina. Otherwise it can be a defensive lapse which can cost them. Kim trying to chase that down. Throw in for Eastern Sporting Union. They've surely got better control and grip comparatively after the cooling break. Prameshri Devi, that's a clear foul. Well, nothing given. Well, we have to see another angle. That seemed to be a clean takedown. Most of the decisions have been correct so far, but this one is a bit doubtful. We have to see that again. Well, totally takes the player off. Should have been a free kick. Probably the angle just deceiving the ref on that occasion. Not too many wrong decisions, but this one surely was a free kick. Great little turn there. And now Manisha Naik. Shahina with some good pressure. Poonam crossed inside. Well dealt with by Anita. That's a great long ball forward by the keeper. These kind of passes can sometimes cause trouble. And this is the first of those occasions when the defense looks scattered for Sports Orisha. On other occasions, they have dealt with these quite easily. And now Sumitra wouldn't be able to keep it in. Three minutes to half time, and a few more additional minutes will be added on. Rina Roy and Devi with that pass forward. Prameshri Devi, she has stepped up her game after the cooling break, especially Achovi. Showing. Prameshri Devi trying to turn and find that passer, but she couldn't do so. More intent from Eastern Sports Union right now. Poonam, that's a beautiful pass towards Manisha. A good first touch as well. Well defended by Nirmala Devi. A much important interception. And gradually the game is opening up a bit. A little too late in the first half because the momentum will once again be broken down when they go into the tunnels. Another throw-in. Most of the possession has been with Sports Odisha, but the score line is still 0-0, and that'll give some confidence to Eastern Sporting Union if they can create a few more chances. Play on, says the ref, and twice a foul in the same position. And just a warning there for Nirmala Devi. Missed the ball totally. First time she tried to continue, and then once again free kick for Sports Odisha. Can they convert their chance here? Anything before half time will do a world of good to them. Sports Odisha, that's not a great delivery. And now Kipken. Better from Eastern Sporting Union, and just when I say so, well, Rekha Paudel just saw the flag in time and checked her run, but the flag was up already, and that doesn't help, but a free kick. Just tracking back from that offside position. Achobi with yet another throw. Most of the attacks have been from this left channel, if anything, for Eastern Sporting Union. Kipken now a bit further forward. Well, Roy Devi has come to the left hand side, and here's Kipken with a through pass, and this might be the first chance. That's wonderfully defended. Another shot blocked. A great piece of defending by Sports Odisha. This is the first time they've been tested as such. And now they have the chance to create an attack. Rekha Paudel passed one challenge. Too much work to do. And now Poonam. We haven't got time to see that chance as well, but we'll surely see that once we have a breathing moment. Suddenly sparkled the game, and there's the chance with the through ball towards Kim. The first touch was wonderful, and what about that for a tackle, and then the block coming in. Both the centre backs, Poonam and Sana, doing their best to make sure they do not concede, but what about that for a chance? And that is the risk Sports Odisha have kept hanging, because even after creating chances they haven't scored, and now they have a risk that they might concede. Prameshwari Devi. And now Kipkin. Not quite well turned by the defense, but the cross is poor as well. Half of the additional time played then. Awkward looking free kick taken there. Achobi, they need to maybe switch sides. The first attacker, the first meaningful or dangerous attacker Eastern Sporting Union created a moment ago was from the central zone. Or maybe they need to operate down that central zone or the right channel a bit more. The left has been active, but not too much use. Clumsy there. And that's not the reason, but here the next challenge is why the free kick was given. That's casual. Just didn't know where the player was. Kamala Devi almost there down a centre back right now. She's a goal scorer. Reena Roy, good work. And once again, a bit of space opening up. They look a bit scattered here. And that's a good pass towards Kim. And once again, good defending by Sports Odisha. But the defense is opening up with time. And now Anju, Sports Odisha's turn. There's the attacker yet again. Got a touch from Mamta Patra, it seems, or an awkward bounce for the ground. Whatever it is, it helped. Anju. Last minute of the first half. Reena Roy Devi suddenly found back the confidence and passed the first challenge here. And finds a pass too. Can Eastern Sporting Union do some damage? And not quite at the moment. A wayward effort. And Ritu Devi will let it run out for a throw-in. A few more seconds before we move to the break. Sanfeda, Nongpram, now Rekha. Trying to accelerate past Shahina. Good defending. She's on a yellow card. She's picked up an early yellow. The first yellow of the game. But then, since then, she has done well and just got better with time. Eastern Sporting Union just getting a grip of the game. But there's no more time remaining in first half. No goals to show. It's all even Stevens at the break. At halftime, it's Sports Odisha 0, Eastern Sporting Union 0. We'll look at the moments of the game, the highlights of the first 45 minutes here. Most of the attacking done by Sports Odisha. But since that 30th minute cooling break, Eastern Sporting Union gradually grew into the game. And the Langbam Chanu, time and again, saving Eastern Sporting Union. Very well kept them in the game. This is the first shot saved. And then another chance saved by Langbam Chanu. The finishing could have been better. And this was the foul not given. And no more attacks to show as it stands at halftime. It's Sports Odisha 0, Eastern Sporting Union 0. We'll be back again with second half action soon. Welcome back to the second half of quarterfinal number 2 in the Hero IWL. It is Sports Odisha against Eastern Sporting Union. And after the first 45 minutes of action, it's 0-0 between the two teams, evenly separated. And nothing to show on the score sheet. But there has been chances created, more by Sports Odisha and few at the ending stages by Eastern Sporting Union. But one team will be under pressure because their defense hasn't been doing well, Eastern Sporting Union that. And on the other hand, Sports Odisha will have the headache of not being able to score even after that. And the fact that Eastern Sporting Union lately in the first half started showing glimpses of attack which can cause them trouble. And one goal can very well be the difference in this sort of fixture. And we are ready for the second half here. All levels so far. The first half saw a cagey start, a sloppy one, but gradually with time progressing, it had been a bit better. But can they carry forward the momentum they got into this half as well? Change of sides, of course. Sports Odisha in blue, attacking from right to left of your screens, and Eastern Sporting Union in white, from left to right. Margaret Devi in the midfield. Rekha Patil, she has been in good form. Well, there's another quarter-final also going on parallelly with this Kickstart FC against Hobbs, and the scoreline as it stands there is a 1-0 in favour of Kickstart after the first 45. All four teams right now trying to find their way to the two semi-final berths are waiting, and the two more will be fought later in the day at 5 p.m. Gokulam Kerala take on Odisha, and Setu take on East Bengal. Two big clashes this evening, but right now it's to find out who among these two make their way to the semis. Another throw in, hoping to see more of an open game in this half, with minimal mistakes from the teams. Ritu Devi with the throw. Anita's clearance isn't quite perfect. Poonam snatched away by Nirmala Devi. She likes to join attack as well. So does Ritu Devi. Both these fullbacks in the same side of the pitch for the two opposite teams have got one goal to their name each. Langbam Chanu has saved the team in the first 45 numerous times. It'll be interesting to see who gets the first, and if that only goal remains the deciding goal. But for that we need a goal first, otherwise we'll have to move to the tiebreaker, or the penalty shootouts as we call it. No extra time in these fixtures. If the scoreline remains on level terms after 90, we'll move straight to the penalty shootouts. Kipken. And now Kamala Devi. A good looking ball forward towards Kim, whose touches have been good. The shooting hasn't. And look who's there to help her defense. It's Rekha Paudel. Another interesting pass, a little more ambitious than directional. But all eyes on this performer. She's a performer and a half, Rekha Paudel. Goes and scores goals, supports her team in defense, comes down to midfield to create chances. Eastern Sporting Union surely have got a bit of confidence running through their legs since that ending 15 minutes of the first half. Achobi was down on that occasion, and here's how. Manisha just trying to be a bit clever, trying to use her body to shield Nirmala Devi with the free kick. And now Rekha Paudel can break through. For Sports Odisha has seen a run on that right hand side. Just delayed the pass. Anju. Now Sumitra. Almost a clearance on that occasion. Diving in for everything now, Eastern Sporting Union. They want back their glory days in the Hero IWL. Shahina decides safety first. Well shielded, and right there with proper positioning, Ilangbam Chanu. Now this has been a strategy from Eastern Sporting Union. Those sudden long balls from the centre back and the goalkeeper weren't working initially, but late in the first half it started to fall in their favour. Goal kick then for ESU. No substitutions so far for them. Well, apart from that one forced change, of course, where Manda went off. And Rekha is offside. Well, escape. For Eastern Sporting Union, and the back line has been doing well to catch the attackers offside time and again. This is now the 4th or 5th time in the game that Sports Odisha attackers have stayed offside, and this time it might be onside. Cleared away, not a proper one. Rekha. Touch to her left, twice and thrice, still controls it to a bit of an awkward position. Ilangbam Chanu off her lines so quickly for the nth time now. And Kamala Devi's turn blocked by Poonam. That's an awkward clearance. Rekha has the pace in. Langbam Chanu out of the lines again. Danger cleared for the time being. Poonam. Sports Odisha looking sharp when they go in attack. Everything to stop at the feet of Langbam Chanu. Well, if anyone has to be the player of the match so far in the 54 minutes, it got to be Langbam Chanu. Prameshwari Devi stepped up her game, and that is needed for Eastern Sporting Union, and she needs to do even more. That's a giveaway though. Rekha, only one player in support, tried to run past Anita Devi. She's got the ball though, inside the box now. The shot is blocked. Rin Roy to Kamala Devi. Pressure from both teams. And once again it was Rekha Paudel who was tracking back from an offside position. One thing that Eastern Sporting Union haven't done any mistake in is their offside trapping. 10 on 10 so far on that aspect of the game. Langbam Chanu goes long. Hopeful passes forward, and that's a giveaway. And a long range attempt, scuffed one. Seems to be a foul or a goal kick. Either way, it's possession, Sports Odisha. It is a goal kick indeed. Poonam. Sports Odisha moving forward, and a miss pass there. Shahina intercepts Prameshwari Devi towards Rina Roy Devi. Finds the run of Chovi, who wouldn't get to that one. Well, this is leading towards a tiebreaker, even though 30 minutes remain. But the way the game is going on, very unlikely that we see a goal, but wouldn't be surprised if from a defensive mistake one comes. But Rekha Paudel and Langbam Chanu down quickly to collect it. Once again, great work by Rekha Paudel, but all praises for the goalkeeper. Eastern Sporting Union trying to find a pass through. Kipken on the left has some space to find a cross in. Trying to control. Very poor one. Well, sometimes almost like a critic sitting on the mic, but very difficult out there for the players on the pitch. Kipken now finds a shot. Not a convincing save, but enough for now. And then the shot could have been better from Kim. First real chance, first real test for Spandita Das. Kipken tests the keeper out. Quite the right decision. And just enough from Spandita Das to get it away. And then quickly track back. But this attempt from Kim maybe could have taken a bit of time before shooting. With Eastern Sporting Union growing into the game. Anita has moved up to attack. Well, it was a decent enough save by Spandita Das. Kamala Devi and now Prameshwari Devi is trying to switch it to the left. Roy Devi is there. Does brilliantly to get the better of the defender. Now Kipken could have controlled it instead of trying to glance it goalwards. Still with Eastern Sporting Union. Certainly a number of attacks going in their favour. Exam time for Poonam and Sana, the centre backs of Sports Odisha, and also Spandita Das, of course, on the goal. But Kipken has come to life. Here she is, driving forward, and finally cleared away. Manisha, a switch of flanks for her as well. No foul it seems. And now Anita. Prameshwari Devi controls it and plays it back. A first time passer, Kamala Devi, who wouldn't get first to that one. Good pace to the game right now. And Kipken couldn't control it. And finally, pressure relieved for Sports Odisha. And this phase of attack is what Eastern Sporting Union need to carry on if they want to find a goal. And Sports Odisha have to capitalize on their chances. How many times have they gone past the ESU defense but not got a goal? A great touch by Kim. Anita has moved to the full back position, momentarily at least. Anju has been a bit silent in this half. Well, good to see a number of fans tuning in to enjoy the game here. Quarter-final number 2. Both teams have things to play for. Sports Odisha finished in the top 4 last season, 4th to be precise. And Eastern Sporting Union, they were the champions of the inaugural edition. A feat they would like to re-achieve, but a lot of hard work to do if they want to do that. Even if they overcome this challenge, there's strong teams like Kickstart, East Bengal, Setu and all the other teams. Gokulam Kerala, of course. Astonishing run from Gokulam Kerala. Sana clears a line. And that's a giveaway. A number of blue shirts there in attack to support. Achovi, Rina Roy Devi, just enough on that pass, and well done there by Sanfida Nongrum. Pass wouldn't find Manisha though. Well, 25 minutes approximately remaining of regulation time. Who do you think will find the first of the game, or will it go to the penalty shootouts? Poonam from the central midfield zone skips past the challenge easily. Now Manisha, space for Rekha to run into, and this can be dangerous. Solid challenge, sliding in. Anita Devi. Perfectly timed. Well, just taking the pace up of the game. These moments. A good little turn, but a bit physical. They're holding the arm. Is the reason why the free kick has been given? Well, if you have tuned in just now to watch the game, this is probably the right time to join in, because things are gonna get heated up in the last 25 minutes. It's 0-0. On the other side, Kickstart have conceded one. It's 1-1 there in the other game. Rekha Paudel. Both teams now have got their momentum going forward in attack. Looking for a pass. And not quite the right direction on that. But Eastern Sporting Union will try to create an attack of their own. Achovi. A foul and a free kick, Eastern Sporting Union. They were nowhere near in this game when the game started, but now at the 67th minute, they were very well in this and are testing the keeper time and again, and the Sports Odisha defense are feeling the pressure as well. Long floated ball forward, a chance there, the header, and there it is, the first goal of the game. Out of nowhere from the set piece, it is Eastern Sporting Union, and the substitute, well, it seems like her, but whoever it is will find it out. It's 1-0 for Eastern Sporting Union, and the forced substitution has gifted them a goal here. Not great work from the keeper. Eyes off the ball, and perfect header. I just needed to keep it on target. She did enough, and Kim finds Eastern Sporting Union the lead. And that is all their fans were waiting for, and that is all probably the game needed. And it is the risk we were talking about for Sports Odisha. They got chances after chances, not utilized or taken well, and now they are behind, and they might concede more. They're on a roll here, Eastern Sporting Union. Shahina and Ilangbam Chanu. She has the experience. She has got her hands on everything so far, and once again will take her time to control things and run down the clock. Now it will be very difficult for Sports Odisha to come back. Ritu Devi moving forward. Well, even in the tough times in Manipur, this team will give their fans a reason to smile if the scoreline stays this way. And they have fought well. They have dealt with number of attacks from Sports Odisha. Everything stopped by Langvam Chanu. But there's still more time in this. Sports Odisha can initiate a comeback. That's gone out of play though. Ilangbam Chanu. And there comes the experience. She wouldn't really collect it the first time. Every opportunity she gets, she'll run down the clock and make sure her team do not concede. And if they can score another one, that is the best possible scenario for Eastern Sporting Union. Nirmala Devi, hopeful ball forward, not quite great, dealt with. Reena Roy Devi was there, and now Kamala Devi, saved again. And escape for Sports Odisha, now a long range shot. Still with them. Suddenly, something has possessed this team. Anita Devi goes for goal herself, just over the bar. Another interesting, intense moment of play, and that was the handball appeal there, which wasn't given. And just before that, the phase of attack, Bright from Eastern Sporting Union. Sports Odisha are sure feeling the pressure. Throw in for Sports Odisha. They have 19 more minutes to get back in this one. But Kipken has other ideas. Eastern Sporting Union look motivated. A bit tired, legs down there from Kipken. And cramps as well, it seems. That's not a great sign. They already have a fourth substitution made. And just at right time comes the cooling break. And there's the goal scorer on your screens. Kim with the only goal. And just after the cooling break in the first half is when Eastern Sporting Union started turning around things in their favour. Before that, it was all Sports Odisha, but they didn't take the chances. And here's the replay so far. The first chance from Rekha Paudel, and then the second coming from Sumitra Hembram. Should have converted the chances, but well done by Ilangbam Chanu as well. A few chances coming late for ESU as well. And then Kipken, in the second half, they've lit it up. And finally, from this set piece, it is Kim who converted the chance to make it 1-0, just at the right time. Question marks on that bit of goalkeeping. Wasn't quite sure about what to do. But it is 1-0 as it stands, and there was one more chance just before the cooling break. Could have been 2-0. Well, if you have been following the Hero IWL, you know that the tournament has been growing in stature and has been getting better and better with time. And new teams have come in as well. not really new teams but new entrants to be precise in the Hero IWL. But this match is still far from over. Sports Odisha, the way they have been attacking, they might very well have a chance and fancy getting one back. I wonder if Kipken can continue. She just had a cramp. Or maybe if she'll be substituted, the risk might not be taken, because if the scoreline stays so, they have a semi-final to play after this. Lots of twists and turns can happen in the game of football in just a moment. Poonam has been performing well. Anju a bit silent in the second half. The right channel of Sports Odisha hasn't been quite active, and that was the case for Eastern Sporting Union as well in the first half, but suddenly in the second they have stepped up and got new ideas. On with the game after the cooling break then. Ilangbam Chanu yet again will take her time. But I'm sure the way they're playing, they want more. And they wouldn't settle for one. Sports Odisha need to give it their all. Prameshri Devi without step, looking for an acrobatic. Anita Devi with a long pass forward. Seems to be a handball from Sana. But just that awkward bounce took her by surprise. And one more free kick. Well, that could have been a yellow card as well, somewhat intentional from Sana. Well, the first set piece a while ago got them the goal. Now another one. Totally wasted, neither a cross nor a shot. I wonder what was Kamala Devi thinking. And there's a substitution. That's the game for Anju, who will be replaced by Manisha. Manisha, who comes in, has also got 2 goals in the campaign. A like-for-like change somewhat. Anju also had 2 goals, and now Manisha. Can she add to her tally and help her team? Prameshri Devi towards Kamala Devi. Great control and a wonderful bit of trick. Kamala Devi delivers a cross. Will win a throw in. Final 12 minutes of the game. It can go any way. Unless we have one more goal here, we cannot really comment or sit back about who's gonna take this game away. And nutmegs are up, and Prameshri Devi just coming to life late. And a corner kick for Eastern Sporting Union. It's suddenly all white, the picture. Well, not really on your screens, but the attacking mostly is being done by Eastern Sporting Union now. Very much contradictory, or rather contrasting, to what had been the story in the start of the game. Corner kick then, Rina Roy Devi delivers. Kipken couldn't connect. Kamala Devi takes it to her left, looking for that curling attempt. Not too much venom on that to trouble the keeper. Rekha Paudel has suddenly been silent. Here she is. Anita Devi still has the legs to reach there before the attacker does. Wonderfully kept in by Kim. Not really agreeing with what we saw at the ref. Throw in taken quickly. A great turn there will be the equalizer. It is indeed the equalizer. And Manisha Naik adding to her third of the season. And there's more left to this game. It's 1-1. Sharp turn there. Look at that turn from Manisha Naik. Wonderfully done. And the equalizer was on the cards. It was a wait of time when Sports Odisha would score. And they finally, just before it's too late, have got the equalizing goal. And now it is all square again. Not just in this game, but both the games. There's your goal scorer, Manisha Naik. And now that both teams are continuously attacking, we might see a few more goals. Or at least one. Or maybe we can also head towards the penalty shootouts. Well, the momentum of that Eastern Sporting Union attack has been broken down by that goal. Still anyone's game. That's how interesting it has been. Kipken with a first time pass. We expected a neck to neck battle and we're having one here. And the final 10 minutes is going to be fiery. 8 more minutes left. Expecting at least 4 minutes of additional time after that. Anita Devi. She'll get that again. Back with ESU. Launched forward. Reena Roy Devi's shot takes a deflection. Wasn't a powerful one though. But Spandita Das will make sure that doesn't go out for a corner. ESU continue their attacks. Here's the goal scorer. Gets back the pass. That's well done by the central midfielder. Manisha, filled with confidence. The substitute was waiting to slot that home. Well, both the flanks now are being operated by Manisha Naik on the left, on the right rather right now with number 10 and number 12 Manisha the substitute. And that's a bit of a concern here. Kipken stayed down. Heavy challenge on the back of Kipken. Could have been given as a foul. Well, we'll quickly have a look at the goals if we have some time in hand. Hopefully Kipken is alright. Very important a player for them. And there it is, the first goal. The opening goal by Kim to make it 1-0 for ESU. And after that they continued attacking but couldn't hold on. And Kim celebrated, ESU celebrated. But the joy didn't last long and this was the moment. Great little control and turn there Right, Manisha Naik, no clue for Shahina. Outdone on that occasion. Kipkin is fine, and we are on with the game. Kamala Devi plays it back to Anita. And there's a foul spotted in that build-up. Anita with the throw. Kipkin controls. Handball, is it? Well, another throw in now. Ending stages of the game. Can we have a winner before 90, or will we need to wait for extra time? Or rather, penalty shootouts. There is no extra time, just a reminder. We'll be moving to penalty shootouts if the scoreline stays this way. Anita Devi. I'll wonder how much will be added on. Launched forward. Prameshwari Devi. Shahina. Intercepted. And now Manisha from the left. Well, Rekha Borrell has been totally silent since a while. Kim chasing it down. She's got the better of Ritu Devi inside the box now. Will win a corner. Well, another chance for Eastern Sporting Union. Can they convert this chance? Their first goal came from a set piece. Prameshwari Devi, the captain, looking to deliver an inspired ball in the box. It's straight towards goal, off the post, and cleared away. Wonder if that was intended, but on the rebound they would have expected someone in white to tap that home. And a counter opportunity is stopped. Shahina. She has done ever so well after conceding that yellow card early on. Margaret Devi through the first challenge, and one more corner here. Well, here's the previous corner from the captain. Just swirls enough to deceive the keeper and off the post. Luckily didn't fall to a white shirt. Lucky for Sports Odisha, not really for Eastern Sporting Union. One more corner, one more chance from the captain. Safely collected. Manisha chasing it. Still very much interested to get a goal before 90. Last few seconds. Good control. Poonam now. 3 white shirts surrounding her. And that's a giveaway. And not really well done by Kim this time. Rekha Paudel seems to be a bit off right now. Ran out of energy and legs so late in the game. And there goes the board. 7 minutes of additional time. Massive amount of time to score a goal. Not really in context of how the game has been going on. A very neck-to-neck battle. But at least seeing the attacks and the number of attacks in second half, we can expect one more goal here within the next 7 minutes. But the question is, for whom? Control there in the midfield. Throw in for Sports Odisha. And that's a free kick, and not a time when you want to give away free kicks. And if you're wondering why, it's because she used her hands there to push the opponent. Mamata Patra. She's been doing ever so well, and now with the free kick. Delivered inside the box, the header is off target. There's the chance again. Manisha got the header. Manisha. Well, Poonam on the ball now. Looking for the one of the attacker once again. Ilangbam Chanu hasn't quite dealt with it well. But there was a foul on Shahina. For the first time, did she look nervy, Ilangbam Chanu. And once again it was Manisha Naik. Well, there you see, just gets the foot up. Lucky escape. Rekha Paudel from the right hand side. She'll find the cross in. Ilangbam Chanu will collect. Now headed forward. Wouldn't run towards Kipkin. Runs out of play yet again. Well, I wonder if they are interested in heading towards a penalty shootout. Not really too much intent being shown in the last few minutes as we would have expected. Another throw in. The last few attacks remaining. Rekha Paudel totally off the game. And now Manisha Naik, can she finish it here? Will have a corner for her efforts. 94 minutes played. 3 more minutes remaining. Manisha Naik has scored 1. Well, there seems to be substitutions waiting there for Eastern Sporting Union, but before that, a corner kick. Manisha delivers, and that's off play. will be a goal kick. Played long. And now Kim. Well, they're on the far side. A substitution waiting to come on. Poonam trying to control things in midfield, will win a free kick against Rameshri Devi. Not too much in that. And there's the substitution. It's Naubi Shanu Laishram who comes on to replace Kipken. Tired legs replaced by experience. I'll wonder how that will affect if this ends up in the penalty shootout. 2 more minutes though to find a goal. Manisha not getting a touch on that. Just little over a minute remaining in this one. Has been a heated encounter in the second half. Manisha again. Offside. The offside trap has been troubling Sports Odisha time and again. We are heading towards a penalty shootout. Just a reminder once again for the people who have tuned in right now, we do not have extra time if the scoreline stays this way. We'll directly move to the tiebreakers unless we have a surprise in the last few seconds. Clever flick by Rekha Paudel. Rina Roy Devi, 30 more seconds. The substitute gets a touch. Launched forward. It doesn't seem like we have another goal here. Prameshri Devi to the right. Kim, the goal scorer for Eastern Sporting Union. Once again a hopeful ball forward. Kamala Devi. The touch from Rina Roy Devi is too strong. And it is full time. We'll need the tiebreaker to decide who makes it to the semi-finals. And as we said at the start of the game, even though these two teams were in different positions in their respective groups, but there's nothing much to separate between the teams on the statistics charts as well as the score sheet here right now. It's 1-1 at full time. And we'll have a look at the game highlights before we move to the penalty shootouts. All started with hopeful efforts and great control by Sports Odisha, who were dominating attack in the first 45. They had a few chances early on with Rekha Paudel. This was her first shot, saved by Langbam Chanu. Time and again came to the rescue. And then Sumitra Hembrom with the save again. No goals in the first half, and then the second half lighting up. Langbam Chanu to the rescue time and again. Kipken's shot saved. Kim had a chance there. And that was wonderful defending work by the team in white. And finally from this set piece, the first goal of the game, headed in by the forced substitution in the form of Kim. Manda was playing well in the first half but was injured, and then came in Kim. They had a few more chances. Eastern Sporting Union wonder they would think if that was converted, but what about this for a finish? Sharp from Manisha Naik to turn around and beat the keeper to equalize, to make it 1-1 and take a team to the penalty shootout. This corner came close to hitting the post, but not enough to separate the teams. And we have to wait a few more minutes to see the kicks in the penalty box. Well, in the other game there, between Kickstart and Hops, not much time remaining in that too. It's a 2-1 lead so far for Kickstart, who have got back their lead. And it seems to be Kickstart who will make their way to the semi-finals, the first team to make it through. But here right now, it's to be decided who will be the second team this morning making it to the semi-finals, the top 4 of the Hero IWL. Well, sometimes it's harsh on the players' penalty shootouts. Some would say it's on luck, some would say it's on skill, some would argue it is a combination of both, a bit of luck involved, with the rest being done by the quality and skills of the players. Sometimes goalkeepers turn heroes, sometimes the kick takers turn villains with the misses. But here it is life on stake to make their way to the semi-finals, and they'll do their best. Eastern Sporting Union all the way from Manipur against Sports Odisha. We are set then for the penalty shootouts. Everyone eagerly waiting, the entire bench there. Chip there. Not sure if that substitution at this stage was a correct one, because just the penalty shootouts were remaining. Rika Powell, wonder if she could have done a bit better in the second half. Comparatively silent, especially in the last quarter of the game. And the referee just passing on the instructions to the two keepers, making sure everything is all right, and we are set for the shootout here. There's a reason why we call it a shootout. And the first shot will be taken by Eastern Sporting Union, it seems. Prayers on. Nerves to be held. It is Kamala Devi who will step up for Eastern Sporting Union for the first shot in the shootouts. It is not as easy as it looks on the eye to the viewers. The penalty shootouts, the ones who play the game know it very well. The misses look very silly on the eye, but it's not that easy when you step at that penalty spot, especially with the pressure on you. So Kamala Devi with the first shot for Eastern Sporting Union, and it's 1-0. And the first one on target. Experience counts, and Eastern Sporting Union have done the first bit of work right. The keeper judged it right though, but enough power to beat Spandita Das on that occasion. And the battle on the pitch in the 90 minutes has been neck to neck. Even though the first half should have seen more goals, or rather should have seen goals from Sports Odisha, but didn't. But the second half was very even Stevens, and the score line at the end shows so as well. It is Poonam against Ilangbam Chanu. And Ilangbam Chanu saves to the rescue once again. From the start of the game to now in the penalty shootout, the Indian international is up at task. And that's a good save. So it's 1-0, an advantage for Eastern Sporting Union. It's now time to hold on their nerves and make sure they do not miss from here. The late substitute of the game, Naubi Chanu Laishram, to take the second for ESU. Goes to the left again, and that's another good save. A better one rather, from Spandita Das. Well, it's far from over. And when we said neck to neck, this is what we meant. Wasn't too bad a penalty, might be a lack of power, but well judged by Spandita Das. One save each, and the second shot for Sports Odisha. It's game on here. Ilangbam Chanu has been the star so far in the game. Pantoi, as her shirt reads. And this will be a tougher challenge against Ritu Devi. She has got one goal, the left full back for Sports Odisha with the second, and just narrowly crawls in. Ilangbam Chanu once again judged it right, but enough precision from Ritu Devi, too precise to get in hand to that. It's 1-1 after 2 shots taken. Well, this has been a game of twists and turns, as we expect in a quarter-final. 2 shots taken, 1 saved, 1 scored in different orders. And now turn for Anita Devi. Anita Devi has played centre back and right full back, both in today's game. But which side will she pick? She goes to the left and finds the bottom corner. The keepers have been doing well in judging sides, but not enough yet again from Spandita Das. But it'll be the second one for Eastern Sporting Union. (2-1) then. Every shot is equally important. Wonder if it's a strategy. Yes, so far it's been the defenders mostly coming up to take the kicks for Sports Odisha. Second in a row now, and this is Sana Major Chanu. She's been defending so well in the entire game. Sana up against Ilangbam Chanu. A mental battle here with a slow run of Sana. Once again the same side and the same outcome. It is all square after 3 shots. Kept her nerves and a cool, calm finish from the penalty spot. And once again it's a defender stepping up in the form of Nirmala Devi. Well, now it'll be a guesswork time of which side will they choose. It's been all to the same side so far. Spandita Das against Nirmala Devi. A powerful one. No way to stop that. Clinical from Eastern Sporting Union. More drama left in this. Fourth shot for Sports Odisha, And one more defender it is who steps up. It is Poonam, who has saved her team today on few occasions. Well, the number 17 Poonam, who took the first shot, her shot was saved, and now it's the centre back with number 4 on her back. Poonam against Ilangbam Chanu. Can she repeat the save she made? Well, the highlight of this shootout has been selecting the one same side and off the post then. Well, that wouldn't count because it is a penalty shootout and not an in-game penalty, and hence it will count as a save. Well, it'll be a miss rather off the post. Well, wonder what the referee has spotted there. Well, it's all right, and now is the time. If they score, it's the game for Eastern Sporting Union. The deciding kick of the game, and the captain is up at task. Spandita Das can feel the pressure for Sports Odisha. Prameshwari Devi, the captain who has 2 goals to her name in the season. She is here to get them the winning goal, and she does get them the winning goal. Well, it is the performance they wanted in the shootout. Ilangbam Chanu does her job, and the team of Eastern Sporting Union, all the way from Manipur, after having a sloppy start to the game, fought back and fought so well that they have made their way through to the semi-finals, and that's the final penalty kick which gets them through. Prameshwari Devi, and they are the second team through to the semi-finals after kickstart. And an exciting game comes to an end finally. And there's the score after the penalty shootout, 4-2. There was only 1 shot remaining from Sports Odisha, which means 3 is the maximum they could have reached. And the celebrations have started, but there's still steps to go and harder matches to come for this team. But for now, they've made it to the top 4. Eastern Sporting Union, they should have done it before 90, but for that wonderful finish by Manisha Naik, Sports Odisha came back into this game. But then we headed towards a penalty shootout, no more goals. It was 1-1 at the end of 90. It's time for the hero of the match. Well, the award to be presented. You can see the player waiting already. The one who scored the first goal of the game, the opening goal of the game for Eastern Sporting Union. Well, it has been a performance and a half from her. The award to be given by JM Yadav, the ACP Cybercrime, and the hero of the match, it's Kim, the goal scorer for Eastern Sporting Union. They are receiving the trophy. The hero of the match, it's Kim from Eastern Sporting Union. Well, that's all for the game then. We'll have a look at the highlights of the game once, how the quarterfinal number 2 shaped up. This is the penalty shootout, the first one on target from Kamala Devi. And then the first shot saved by Ilangbam Chanu. She's been the star, the unsung hero today. Spandita Das pulled a save as well, but that didn't matter. Even though they kept scoring, it was head to head here as well. Most of the penalties going to the right hand side of the keeper. And this miss felt costly. And not this one, rather. This was Sana scoring the second one. Nirmala Devi, no mistake from the shooters of Eastern Sporting Union, and this was the shot which turned their fate. Hitting the post was Poonam, and the winning goal from the captain Prameshri Devi, and she went on to celebrate. So it's full time in quarter-final number 2, and after penalty shootouts of 4-2, it's Eastern Sporting Union who make their way through to the semi-finals. Thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you again soon.